Ever feel like you are staring at architectural equivalent of a blank sheet of paper? The thesis gods throw down this behemoth of a challenge, expecting you to conjure a groundbreaking masterpiece while juggling through deadlines, sleep deprivation, and the pressure. Well, let's just say it could power a small hydroelectric dam. But hold on, fellow travelers lost in the architectural fog. What if I told you there's a secret weapon? A toolbox full of proven techniques to crack the code. Today, we are not just architects, we are prospectors on an expedition unearthing a hidden vein of inspiration. We'll talk about Zahadi's thesis where we transform personal interest into architectural explorations. And yes, we'll embrace the techniques, learning to refine and strengthen our ideas till they shine like a polished steel. Let's turn those blank pages into blueprints of brilliance. Subscribe, smash that notification bell, and join the conversation in the comments below. Your unique ideas might just spark the next architectural masterpiece. Let's unveil the blueprints to thesis mastery together. And yes, before you ask, I'll be dropping my own secret sauce in the mix. So buckle up, get ready guys to take notes, and let's turn these techniques into your personal thesis wrecking crew. Onwards to techniques. This first technique was published by Early back in 2019 and is very still effective. Remember that spark that ignited your love for architecture? This technique reignites it by asking 4 key questions in a form of table. So question number 1 is, what am I interested in? What are you interested in? So write down your interests, go beyond buildings. Are you a photography fanatic, a writing enthusiast, an avid gamer? Write down every passion that pumps through your veins, no matter how unconventional. Now, moving with second question, big ideas in architecture, or you can say what's trending in architectural innovation. Dive into the future, pick up the hottest architectural trends, robotics, 3D printing, sustainability wonders, or even a floating houses. Fill your column with possibilities. But remember, the ideas should reflect the need and feasibility of its completion. Moving with the third question, building typology, type of building. Think beyond the usual suspects. Consider hostels, museums, space shuttles, or even industrial giants. Choose buildings that resonate with your region and academic goals. Moving with the last question, user types, typology. User typology or types of users. Craft your ideal user. YouTube bloggers, eccentric mathematicians, eco-conscious billionaires, anyone. Remember, this user will shape your entire project, so choose wisely. Now the magic happens. Grab any one entry from each column and create a question, a spark of potential. What if a space shuttle for mountain climbers, utilizing sustainable 3D printing, could reflect my passion for photography? Why not? And boom, you have just ignited a potential thesis fire. Each combination becomes a speed for a unique, meaningful project. So mix and match, explore the unexpected, and watch your thesis topic rise from the ashes. In order to study the technique further in details, you can always check out the Design Hustle with Ali for detailed explanation, to which I have added the link in the description, so do check it out. So this is just the first stop on our thesis journey. Next up is a technique that I studied at one-day seminar of a great Pakistani architect, Umar Sujat Bhatti. Now, this technique is somewhat similar to the first one because it involves the same column and writing method. However, the method itself is a piece of art. In this method, you will have to mark your answers that you write in the first column. The columns are project title. This indicates the name of the project that you have done in the past 3 years of your architectural tenure. Second column is your interest. In this column, you have to give ratings according to your own interest in the project. How far you are good at it. Rate this column on the basis of your knowledge, how much you know about the project and data. Next, we have case studies or literature review. Rate this column on the basis of data availability and how much the project is known to the world or available data online. Next up is future applicability. Rate this project on the basis of how much the project is feasible. Its feasibility. Is the project in demand for the public or the government? Next up is second attempt. Now rate this column if you would like to repeat the project for more advanced and outstanding design capabilities. Do you want to do it a second time? Now the last column is total. This column will add up all the ratings of previous column for a totaling sum of 100. Remember, you have to divide the marks upon each column of whose sum does not exceed 100. Now, in the end of the table, Add few more rows and write the name of projects that you wanted to do in your academic career or your keen interest in them, but you had not given a chance to try out those projects, and rate these rows accordingly as well. Now, after the markings are done for each of the project from the rows, moving towards the next part of questioning. In this question answer form, you have to ask yourself few questions and just write yes and or no as answer for each of the topic. If the question apply to the projects, write yes, and if the question does not apply, write no. By completing all the questions for the project, you would have grasped the idea of what you are good at and which project you should keep looking to move forward with your thesis year. I have shown on the screen few questions, but you can always add more for more detailed answers. This process does not guarantee a successful thesis selection, but it grasps the idea of who you are and what are your interests and wants. But remember, it is also not necessary to work the first time. You should always have to repeat the process few times as to attain a more clear and vivid image and vivid vision up ahead for your architectural thesis topic. This isn't the last stop on our thesis journey. Next up, remember Zaha Hadid, the architectural goddess? Even she didn't always start with bricks and mortar. Her thesis project, inspired by a simple painting, Malevich Tectonic, proves it. This wasn't just a canvas, it was a spark, a story yearning to be built. Zaha didn't just admire the art, she breathed life into it. She crafted plans, sections, a whole architectural symphony, echoing the painting's essence, and that's the beauty. Your thesis news can come from anywhere. I have also shared a link in the description to the video in which the Blessed Arc explains the thesis project of Zaha's in detail. You can always check that out. Alright thesis troopers, we have mined our passions, excavated our context, and even danced with Zaha Hadid's ghost. Now let's talk real. Where do we land amidst this brainstorming bonanza? I admit, I spent hours scouring YouTube's architectural corners, from Tokyo to Timbuktu. Channels like Blessed Arc, Design Hustle with Ali, and countless others became my thesis mentors. And guess what? They all whispered the same secret. The best thesis topic lies within you. Forget staring at blank pages. Stare into your mirror. What makes your quirky heart tick? That vintage record collection, maybe your obsession with ancient giant pyramids, your secret desire to build a giant marshmallow tower. Don't judge, we have all been there. Embrace it. Heck, design a marshmallow metropolis, the first edible city on earth. Don't limit yourself to the typical. Let your passions be the paintbrush, your curiosity the canvas. Remember, your thesis year should not feel like a grueling marathon. It's a passion-fueled moonwalk. Choose a topic that ignites your spirit. So, fellow architects, go forth and conquer your thesis monsters. Unleash your inner passion. Let the world inspire you, and remember, your unique voice is the most powerful architectural tool you possess. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button and share your own inspirational stories in the comments below. Now, if you will excuse me, I have a date with a mountain climber in Space Shuttle Hotel fueled by 3D printed chocolate chips. See you on the other side.